Have they ever felt that knot in the chest, as if living an endless cycle of doubts and silences that seem to suffocate their soul? That moment when they look at someone, and all they wish is to understand what lies behind each gaze, each gesture, each unspoken word? They wonder why things don't progress, why there seems to be an invisible barrier preventing them from reaching what their heart desires so much. Be honest, how many times have they caught themselves wondering what they might have done wrong, or what is still missing for everything to finally fall into place? They see signs, feel something different, but the answers never come, and that eats them up inside. It's as if there's a force pushing them away from what should be theirs by right, but that keeps slipping through their fingers. But what if I told them that this is not their fault? That there is a deep and powerful reason for all this, a reason that is about to be revealed? Yes, they are one step away from understanding something that can completely change the way they see this situation, this relationship, and even themselves. What they are about to hear will touch exactly on that point that they are afraid to admit to themselves. Now, here is the crucial point. What comes next is much more than an explanation. It is the beginning of a transformation that they never imagined possible. But only if they allow it. Only if they watch until the end. Don't leave now. What they are feeling, this need for answers, is a sign that they are exactly where they should be. The solution is here. Everything they have always wanted to understand, everything that seems so confusing now, is about to unfold before them. So do what needs to be done. Keep going. It's no coincidence that they have come this far. Trust that the universe is presenting this to them at the exact moment. Watch until the end, and they will discover something that can change everything. Today, an angelic message reaches directly to their heart, carrying deep revelations and divine guidance that can illuminate the path they are walking now. There is someone who feels something so profound for them that not even they can comprehend. It's as if the universe has whispered truths into their soul, but something invisible seems to block their steps, preventing everything from flowing as it should. The angels observe that this person is fighting an internal battle of unimaginable proportions. They not only try to understand the feelings they have for them, but also try to deal with barriers that go beyond what can be seen. This struggle between desire and fear is so intense that it leaves them confused, vulnerable, and often lost. It's as if they are standing in front of an unknown ocean, wanting to dive in, but afraid of drowning. Perhaps they have noticed in the glances they turn away or in the unspoken words, that there is something special and unique in this connection. But they have also realized that for some reason, they cannot allow themselves to move forward. This is the central point of the angel's message. They feel, but they are trapped. And the reason behind this is more complex than it seems at first glance. What the angels show is that the love they feel for them is true, but it scares them. It's not a fear of love itself, but of what it represents. This feeling makes them face parts of themselves that they have preferred to hide for a long time. They know that, in order to be fully by their side, they will need to abandon old patterns, let go of old wounds, and allow their vulnerability to surface. And that, for them, is an immense challenge. The angels explain that what is preventing everything from flowing are the barriers they have built along their journey. These barriers may have roots in past traumas, romantic disappointments, or even in limiting beliefs they carry with them. They created these defenses to protect themselves from future pains, but what they didn't realize is that these same defenses now distance them from a happiness they desire so much. There is a constant struggle within them. On one hand, their heart longs for you, wants to be close, to build something true and meaningful. But on the other hand, fear whispers in their ears, reminding them of all the times they got hurt or things went wrong. It's as if they were walking on an emotional minefield, where every step seems risky. The angels ask you to have patience. This process of overcoming is not simple or quick. It involves healing, transformation, and above all, courage to face their own shadows. They need to discover that love is not something that imprisons them, but something that sets them free. And at this moment, you are the light that can guide them on this path, even if they are not yet ready to admit it. You play a crucial role in this journey. Your energy, your authenticity, and your way of loving touch parts of them that were dormant. Even if they can't verbalize it, they feel your presence like a balm, a strength that encourages them to be better, to look inside themselves more honestly. But the angels warn, it's not up to you to force or accelerate this process. Their healing needs to happen in their own time. What you can do, according to the angels, is to keep being who you are. Allow your light to shine without fear, without hesitation. Trust the divine plan that is unfolding. Every gesture of yours, every word of affection, every moment of patience makes a huge difference in their process. They feel it, even if they can't express it. The angels also want you to know that you are not alone. They are by your side, guiding each of your steps and also their steps. They are working behind the scenes, dissolving fears, breaking barriers, and creating the perfect conditions for this love to flourish in the right time. All you need to do now is trust, keep your faith, and continue radiating the energy that makes you so special. Lastly, remember, true love is a divine gift, but also a challenge. It requires patience, understanding, and above all, faith. What is to come may not be easy, but it will be deeply transformative for you and for them. This is just the beginning of a journey that promises to teach both of you the true meaning of love. Take a deep breath and receive this message with an open heart. What the angels have for you is a reminder that nothing happens by chance and that you are exactly where you should be. The love you feel is real, and the love they feel is too. Now, it is up to time and the divine plan to allow everything to unfold as it should be. As the angels continue to guide your reflections, they ask you to turn your focus to something essential, the internal process that they are going through. This person is facing an emotional whirlwind. Imagine what it's like for them to deal with such intense and new feelings, while also trying to control their emotions. The internal confusion is something that paralyzes them, makes them hesitate, and it is precisely this hesitation that creates the distance you feel. The angels want you to know that they are trying. Even silently, they seek to understand what they feel, deal with the fears that haunt them, and find the courage to face their own blockages. But at the same time, the angels reveal that these blockages are not only emotional, there are also external factors that make the full delivery of this love difficult. It may be that they are trapped by life circumstances that keep them distant from you. Perhaps commitments, responsibilities, or even influences from others are contributing to this difficulty. But above all, the angels say that their biggest challenge is internal, the battle against their own ghosts, against an inner voice that has convinced them that opening up to love is too risky. The angels reveal that they are not indifferent to what they feel for you. On the contrary, they feel so much that it scares them. It's as if there is a magnetic force pulling them towards you, but they fear losing control of their own life by surrendering to this connection. They are used to living in an emotional comfort zone, and you represent everything that is extraordinary and unexpected. It's important to understand that this hesitation does not mean they don't care. The angels ask you to observe the small signs. They may not have the right words now, but there are gestures, looks, and moments of vulnerability that show what they truly feel. They may try to mask this love, but their heart, guided by the divine, will always find ways to express itself, even subtly. At this point, the angels highlight something essential: divine timing. True love is not built overnight. It needs deep roots, and this is only possible with patience and faith. What is happening now is a period of preparation, both for you and for them. It's a time of learning, healing, and strengthening, which will be crucial for the future of this connection. You may be wondering, what should I do while they go through this process? The angels have a clear answer for you. They ask you to keep your energy high, to continue being a source of light, but also to take care of yourself. It's easy to get lost in worries about what they feel or don't feel, but the angels remind you that true love starts within you. The more you are in harmony with yourself, the more easily this connection can flourish. Moreover, the angels say that their role in your life also has a divine purpose. They are not here just to be a romantic partner. They have been placed on your path to help you grow spiritually, to teach you lessons about patience, self-love, and faith. Even in uncertain times, something profound is being built within you, something preparing you to receive the love you deserve, whether with them or not. At this moment, the angels are actively working behind the scenes. They are sending signs, creating synchronicities, and guiding both of you towards what is best for your souls. These signs can appear in various forms: a song playing on the radio, a repeating number, or even a dream that feels so real it leaves a lasting impression. These are reminders that the divine is present, guiding every step of this journey. The angels ask you to trust in this process, even when it seems difficult. They know that waiting can be painful, especially when your heart yearns for immediate answers. But they assure you that what is being prepared for you is greater than anything you can imagine right now. True love is not just a connection between two people, it is a journey that transforms everything around you. Now, turning back to them, the angels show that a change is happening within them. They are beginning to realize that the defenses they built over the years no longer serve a purpose. They feel that, to be with you, they will need to abandon those armors. This is a slow process, but the angels are guiding each step of the way, helping them find the strength and courage to open up. However, the angels also warn that this transformation may bring moments of resistance. They may try to pull away, to isolate themselves, but that does not mean they do not care. It is just their way of dealing with the emotional whirlwind they are facing. In those moments, the angels ask you to remain calm and confident. They are by your side, ensuring that everything is unfolding as it should. Lastly, the angels want you to know that this connection has a greater purpose. It is not just about romance. It is about transformation, growth, and unconditional love. And no matter how things unfold, you will be deeply blessed by this experience. What you are going through now is a preparation for something extraordinary. Take a deep breath and trust. What is yours, no one can take away. And what the angels have prepared for you is much greater than any obstacle you may face now. Keep your faith, your light, and your hope. The angels are with you, always. As we continue to explore the messages of the angels, a crucial theme begins to emerge. The need to understand that behind all the confusion and hesitation of this person, there is a love so deep and genuine that, even if they do not fully understand yet, it is impossible to ignore. This is a love that defies the barriers of logic and predictability, a feeling that stirs the most intimate structures of their heart, bringing to the surface everything they have tried to bury. The angels reveal that fear of losing control is one of the main blocks they face. They feel vulnerable in the face of the strength of what they feel for you. It's as if you were the reflection of something they always desired but never believed it was possible to attain. This scares them, because they understand that surrendering to this love means letting go of everything they believe is under control, their emotional independence, their certainties, and even their protections against pain. Furthermore, there is something deeper that needs to be understood. They are dealing with old wounds, scars from past relationships, or even life experiences that have shaped their view on love. Perhaps they have been disappointed. Maybe they have given their heart to someone who didn't know how to take care of it, and now these memories still echo, like voices telling them not to risk again. But the angels ensure that these wounds are not permanent. With patience and support, they can be healed. The role of the angels at this moment is essential. They are working not only to strengthen their faith, but also to help this person see the truth about what they feel. They are sending clear signals, touching their heart in subtle and powerful ways, and you in some way are part of this process. Your presence, your energy, and the love you demonstrate are like a balm, softening their resistances and creating a safe space for them to reflect on what they really want. The angels show that they are starting to realize that running away is not the solution. They may try to distract themselves, avoid the subject, or even convince themselves that they feel nothing, but deep down, they know that what exists between you is special, unique. This recognition, although scary for them, is also an invitation to transformation. They know they can't keep ignoring what they feel because this love, with all its intensity, is already changing everything. At this point, the angels ask you to look at themselves and reflect on their own journey. What has this love been teaching them? Which parts of them are being transformed by this experience? The angels say that this process is not just about them. It is also about their spiritual growth, about awakening their inner power. Every challenge they face now is preparing them for a deeper, truer love, and above all, more aligned with who they really are. While they face their own fears, they are also called to face theirs. Maybe they have doubts, insecurities, or fears of fully surrendering to this connection. Maybe they wonder if it is really worth it or if they are just wasting their time. The angels ask them to connect with their intuition, to listen to the divine voice within them. It knows the answer. And that answer will not come from fear, but from love. The angels also ask them to be patient with themselves. This is not a time for judgments or demands. This is a time to embrace their emotions, to allow themselves to feel everything that needs to be felt, without rushing to resolve or understand everything at once. True love, the angels say, is not something that is forced. It is something that flows in the right time, according to divine plans. Turning back to them, the angels show that there is a movement happening. Although slow, they are beginning to lower their defenses. They may not be ready to admit it, but the barriers they have built are starting to weaken. They feel that, with them, there is the possibility of something different, something they have never experienced before. And that, as scary as it may be, is also extremely attractive to them. The angels ask you to keep trusting. Trust the process, trust divine timing, and above all, trust yourself. They have the strength and wisdom needed to deal with this situation, and the angels are by their side, guiding every step. They know it can be difficult, there may be moments of doubt and pain, but they assure that each challenge has a purpose, and what is being built now will be a solid foundation for something wonderful. Take a deep breath and remember that you are deeply loved. Not only by them, but by the universe, by the angels, by all the divine energy surrounding you. They are not alone, and every step they take, no matter how small it may seem, is bringing them closer to what their heart desires. Now the angels ask you to focus on something that may be difficult to see amidst the confusion of feelings: the essential role you play in their transformation process. They show that you are more than an inspiration. You are a guiding light, even in the darkest moments. Your presence is not only noticed by them, it is deeply felt, in an almost inexplicable way. There is something in you that awakens in them the desire to be more, to evolve, and to face their own fears. However, the angels want you to understand that this journey is as much theirs as theirs. Just as they are facing their inner demons, you too are being called to grow. This love, with all its complexities, has been placed in their life for a greater purpose. It is a lesson in patience, in loving without expectations, and in trusting the divine, even when the path seems uncertain. When they look at them, the angels reveal that they are beginning to recognize the depth of what they feel. It's something they can't explain with words or even fully understand. It's as if you lit a flame in their heart, a flame they're afraid to let burn freely, but that they can't extinguish at the same time. They try to resist, try to put up barriers, but the truth is that what they feel for you is greater than any resistance. The angels show that they are in a moment of deep reflection. They are revisiting the past, confronting the choices they made, and realizing the patterns that brought them here. It's a painful but necessary process. They need to face the wounds they still carry, the fears that hold them back, and the limiting beliefs that prevent them from fully opening up to you. And in this process, they are starting to see something important: that you are different from anything they have ever known. There is a purity in your love, an authenticity in your presence, that they can't ignore. You challenge them to be true, not only with you, but with themselves. And that, although scary, is also liberating. They are beginning to realize that, to be with you, they need to allow themselves to be vulnerable. They need to drop the masks they have worn for so long and allow you to see who they really are. The angels ask you to continue to be a source of patience and understanding, but also to set healthy boundaries. It's important that you respect their time, but without losing yourself in the process. Remember that true love does not demand sacrifices that go against who you are. It thrives in balance, in mutual respect, and on a solid foundation of trust. Additionally, the angels show that they are beginning to receive signs from the universe. It can be through dreams, recurring thoughts, or even synchronicities that lead them to reflect on themselves and what they share. These signs are being sent to guide them, to help them realize that what they feel is not a coincidence, but part of something much greater. At this point, the angels ask you to trust. Trust in the divine plan, trust in their journey, and trust in themselves. They assure you that they are exactly where they should be, and that everything is unfolding at the right time. It may be difficult to wait, especially when their heart desires answers and certainties, but the angels ensure that this wait will not be in vain. As they go through this transformation, the angels remind you that you are also growing. Every challenge you face now is strengthening your faith, your patience, and your ability to love unconditionally. You are learning to trust the unseen, to believe in what cannot be seen, but is deeply felt in your heart. They show that the moment of clarity is approaching. They are getting ready to make a decision, to take a step towards them. But this step will not be impulsive. It will be the result of a profound understanding, of a real transformation. They will need to be ready to let go of their fears and embrace the love they feel for you fully and truly. The angels ask you to keep your light shining. Your energy, your presence, and your faith are essential in this process. Even when it seems like nothing is changing, remember that the deepest transformations happen silently, away from sight, but not from the heart. Finally, the angels want you to know that you are not alone. They are by your side, guiding each step, protecting your heart, and preparing the way for what is to come. Trust in love, trust in the divine, and above all, trust in yourself. What you are experiencing now is a preparation for something extraordinary, something that is worth every moment of waiting and every challenge faced. Take a deep breath and remember, you are loved, guided, and protected. Everything is falling into place, even though it may seem chaotic now. Keep walking with faith, because what is coming is greater than any obstacle you may face. We have reached the conclusion of this profound and transformative message from the angels. Now they ask you to look at the bigger picture, to understand the greater purpose of this journey that you and they are living. Every challenge, every doubt, and every moment of silence are not accidental. Everything is part of a divine plan that is shaping not only the love between you, but also who you are as evolving souls. The angels show that the moment of greater clarity is approaching. They are being guided towards an emotional and spiritual awakening that will lead them to confront their deepest fears. It is a process that requires courage, and although they have resisted for so long, the angels assure that they are ready to begin embracing this transformation. The love they feel for you is stronger than any barrier they have created, and now they are starting to realize that. For you, the angels ask you to keep your faith strong. They know that the wait can be difficult, that the heart longs for immediate answers and concrete gestures of love. But they also ensure that every moment of uncertainty is building something much greater. Your patience, understanding, and light are helping not only them but also yourself to grow in ways that you may not fully realize yet. This is a time to trust the process. Trust that what they feel is real, that the love they share is genuine, and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The angels are working to align their paths, to dissolve barriers, and to create the perfect conditions for that love to flourish. But they also remind that everything happens in the right time, in divine time. In the meantime, they ask that they continue to take care of themselves. Remember that true love begins within. By nurturing their own light, they not only strengthen themselves, but also illuminate the path to them. The angels show that they have a key role in this journey, but they also ask not to carry the weight of everything alone. They are by their side, ready to help, and they can trust them. The angels also ask them to be attentive to the signs. The universe is always communicating with them, whether through repeated numbers, songs playing at the right time, or even unexpected feelings of peace and clarity. These signs are reminders that they are on the right path, that they are guided and loved. Now, as they continue their process of transformation, the angels show that a moment of decision is approaching. They will be called to act, to demonstrate what they feel, and to choose between the comfort of their defenses and the vulnerability of true love. This will be a crucial moment, and the angels ask them to be prepared to welcome it with an open heart and a mind free of judgments. As challenging as this journey has been, the angels assure that it is worth it. The love they share is unique, powerful, and has the potential to transform not only their lives, but also those around them. This love is a divine gift, and the angels are tirelessly working to protect and nurture it. Your angels want you to know that you are deeply loved, not just by them, but by the entire universe. You are a unique soul, full of light, and deserve a love that reflects all the beauty you carry within yourself. Trust that this love is on its way, that it is being prepared for you, and that it will be exactly what your soul needs. Take a deep breath and feel the presence of the angels around you. They are celebrating every step you take, every small victory, and every moment of courage. They ask you to keep walking with faith, with hope, and with love. Because what is coming is extraordinary. In the comments, write, "I trust the love that the universe is preparing for me." This statement will be your declaration of faith, your way of telling the angels that you are ready to receive all the blessings that are meant for you. And remember, the best is yet to come. Keep your light shining and allow the angels to guide the way. As the angels continue whispering messages to your heart, you begin to feel that every word here did not come by chance. There is a reason for you to be in this exact moment, listening and feeling all of this. It's as if the universe had prepared this instant to open a door that you didn't even know was there. And now that it has opened, what will you do with this opportunity? The angels show that this connection you felt today is just the beginning of something much greater. They want to keep guiding you, sending signals, clearing doubts, and strengthening your faith. But for this, they need you to say yes. A simple gesture, yet full of intention, that shows you are ready to receive all the blessings that are already reserved for you. Every time they come back here, something inside them aligns more with the divine purpose. That's because each message is like a key, unlocking layers of protection, fear, or doubts that prevent them from fully living the love, peace, and trust that the angels want to bring into their life. But for these messages to keep coming, for them to keep receiving the answers they seek, it's essential that they take the next step. Now, take a deep breath. Feel how each word was made for them. There's nothing they need to do other than to open up and accept. Click on the subscription button as if accepting a gift. It's not just a simple action, it's a commitment to their own transformation, a gesture of self-love and faith in what is to come. And in doing so, write in the comments, "I am open to receiving all the blessings that the angels have for me." Let this declaration resonate in the universe. Tell the angels that you are ready to walk with them, that you trust, and that you are willing to listen to everything they have to say. Because this journey doesn't end here. There is much more to come, and the angels are already preparing the next sign. They know exactly what you need, and they are ready to deliver. Are you ready to continue?